Hello, welcome back. Classic series Blue Note. One disc, one record arrived today, one is out now. And we're talking today about Blues Walk from Lou Donaldson. The record came out in 1958, although this is, I think, the 7th or 8th or 6th release from Lou Donaldson for Blue Note. A lot of people say that this is his undisputed masterpiece for Blue Note. And they really do say that for a reason. In a lot of ways that makes sense. I'm happy that I'm able to compare the classic series release with the Music Matters Jazz SRX version, which in this case is very, very interesting for me. I hope for you too. And that, of course, what we will do. But before we start, before we go into the content, we go quick through the content. Our generic hype sticker that says Audiophile vinyl reissues from the finest in jazz since 1939, mastered from the original analog tapes by Kevin Gray at Coherent Sound on 180 gram vinyl. The vinyl is pressed, like always when it comes to the classic series, here in Germany by Optimal. Where do I have? I want to show you the vinyl, but not. Yeah, okay, this is. Show you the vinyl briefly with the label. Here we go. Good stuff. No complaints here. 180 gram flat, silent, beautiful. And they come with poly-lined inner sleeves. Okay, the long-time viewers of this channel knows that this hasn't been always so. The first came just in paper sleeves. And people complained, and they changed that. So, sometimes complaining about this really makes sense. Yeah, okay, let's start. Let's go briefly through the the musicians that are involved with this classic release. And this time, this is for sure classic series, a classic release, not an 80s release, 80s series release. Somehow this series got a bit mixed up between those two, but this one is for sure, I think all of you will agree, a classic. As I said, came out in 1958. We have Lou Donaldson on the alto sax, we have Herman Foster on the piano, Peck Morrison on bass, Dave Bailey on drums, and Ray Barretto, very important when it comes to this record in my opinion, on the conga. Of course, cover photos by Francis Wolff, recording Rudy Van Gelder. And as this is a classic release, we don't get the gatefold, but I'm able to show you the session photos we would have had if this would have been a Blue Note. So we go here, you can see what we would have gotten when it would have been a Tone Poet, Blue Note Tone Poet series. Yeah, let's stay a tiny bit longer this time with the jacket. Quite a difference in my opinion between those two. This is the Music Matters. Has a much more turquoise, greenish color than the classic series. And one interesting point, because on one of my last videos about the classic series, all the Tone Poets, I can't figure out or can't remember which one of you asked me why the Music Matters Jazz releases sometimes have a white and sometimes they have a, oh no, I have to somehow, here, now we have it sharp. And sometimes they have a colored spine, like in this case, where the spine is a prolonging of the picture. And I said, yeah, that's probably because of the original. That wasn't gas. But look at here. Look here. We just have a simple white spine on this one. And maybe if we are lucky, sometimes that happens. Joe Harley, watch this video, and maybe you can ask it, can answer the question, why is there sometimes a colored spine and sometimes a white spine, or very often a white spine on the Music Matters Jazz? Maybe there is a reason, or maybe it's just design and the mood of the day. So that question is raised. Maybe we get an answer. The sound of both releases, the comparison. Let's start with the classical one. The classical one is the top-notch quality we are so happily gotten used to within the last, let's say, around 8-9 months from the classical series. Beautiful, great audiophile, extremely good sounding version. All we want, soundstage, separation of the instruments, depth, width, the dynamics are great, everything is there what we are looking for. And now for the best sounding audiophile jazz series from Blue Mill of all time, the SRX version. Is it better? First, initial reaction was yes. But then I said, are you sure, Michael? And go back and forth and forth and back and forth. And then I came to my final verdict, and I think the best I can say is they are very different. The SRX, the Music Matters Jazz, is much more analytical, more details, a bit more punchy. But this one, and I really do like it when this happens, and it may be because Kevin Gray already updated his system. He did something, because again, this is so analog vinyl-esque. Can you say that in English? In German you could say that. And it's soft and smooth. It lacks a bit of these analytical touch, but the musicality, the warmth, so what we all love so much about vinyl is very, very, very strong on this release. And this is, of course, something great. You know, we have so many blue notes now due to the Tone Poets and Classic series and 80s series done by Kevin Gray. And we have the Music Matters. So that a different approach is something great. So, because you can decide which kind of version do I like to hear. The more analytical one, I'd go for the SRX, the Music Matters Jazz. The more softer, vinyl-esque one, which is the Classic series, I'd go for the Classic series. And of course, this really helps you to make the decision. Okay, I get the next reissue, I get the next remaster, although I have it in this version. It even gives us another reason to do this. So we got another winner in the Classic series. This time Lou Donaldson Blues Walk There are 3 titles ahead in a couple of weeks. Of course, we will talk about them. My personal highlight of the upcoming 3 is Dial S for Sunny, because I already have the Music Matters Jazz and can't wait to compare them. If maybe there are similar occurrences, and we see that there is a straight line, that this is now what's happening, the more analytical versus the more analog versions. But the Dial S for Sunny is not an SRX, and maybe this analytical approach also comes through the SRX vinyl formula. That also may be the case. We stay on that and we'll look into it deeper and deeper. Okay, thank you for your time. See you on the next one. Bye.